We're Jimmy and Natalie, and we're converting this Super High Roof ProMaster into our dream van.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. To start off the new build, last time you saw us put in a subfloor and a roof fan that wasn't quite what we expected. You can really see through that.
Can't you?
Uh-huh. And this time we're installing some windows, building a roof rack, and topping it all off with 800 watts of solar panels. So the windows we've chosen to install in this van are going to be the two windows that go on the back doors and then two slider windows for the back side panels of the van. The ones that are going to go on the side panel are not going to come in for a couple more weeks, but our goal for today is to get in the back door windows.
All right, so we actually bought these windows off of Amazon this time, and this is our honest first unboxing. We've not seen these yet.
Oh.
Can you see me? I think you can.
Is it more or less tinted than our current van?
It's honestly hard to tell. I think they're about the same, right?
Yeah, hope so.
Yeah. So the tools you need for this project is pretty simple, but I do want to touch on the ones that you definitely cannot forget about. One is the urethane. This is what we're actually going to use to adhere the window to the metal. And then you want at least a 12-to-1 ratio silicone gun. This one is a 26-to-1 because the urethane is a lot more dense than silicone. And finally, don't forget your metal primer to prime it up once you make the cut, as well as the other primer that the window company will send you. This we'll be putting on right before we put the urethane on, so the urethane has something to stick to. Other than that, you do need a template of some sort. Since these windows are mostly straight edges, we're just going to use a big straight edge to draw the lines, but for the corners I went ahead and made a little cardboard template. So I'll use this to round over the stenciled out line before we make the cut. Hi.
Hi. Are you still nervous about doing this? Like 3 builds in?
Maybe like 10% nervous. I feel pretty confident, but you know, I'm just always nervous something's gonna go wrong. So I'm drilling, right?
Yep, you're drilling.
This is the right door?
It's the left door. But yeah, that's good. All right.
You ready for the next one?
Yep. Clear.
Clear.
Pretty good. Jimmy's drilling around where we're going to cut later with a jigsaw to make sure that we have enough room for the jigsaw blade to fit through and we can start that cut. If you were worried he's going to be drilling a hole around the entire perimeter, we're not.
Now that's an idea.
It would technically work, I think. It would just look terrible. Think we're about ready for the scary part of the process. We're gonna get the jigsaw out. So new earplugs though. In between each straight cut that Jimmy's doing, we have been swapping out the battery for the jigsaw. Also, we've found that whenever we're doing cuts like this on sheet metal, we really like to stop midway through and tape the piece that we're cutting out to the original structure so that it's not going crazy as you're cutting the last little bit and it's becoming loose.
It's done.
Nice. Whoa. Yeah, that's a clean cut. Ooh.
So what's kind of unexpected is now that we've got the hole cut out, it looks like the factory glue that was holding the back window panel to the door has completely cracked and isn't doing anything anymore. So that whole panel is just kind of free sitting there except for a couple points. Look at that. You see that?
It's already wobbling?
No, it's the, I think it's the, oh, it's like the glue that held this panel and it was like separated. So we might have to add some of our own glue there. So what we're gonna do before we install our window is I'm gonna use some of the Loctite PL Premium we've got that we are using for the floor. And I think I'm just gonna put that in the seam all the way around and clamp it up and try to get that seal back. Because obviously it's supposed to be tight and it is not. It's just falling right in. Then I guess I should keep going up on that side just a little bit.
Sounds good. So the jigsaw method works pretty well, but it does take kind of a while to do, and so a lot of people don't realize you could just do this.
All right, so we just went around and filed all of the edges to get the last little bit of metal shards off. This is a very important part where you need to remember to prime the metal that you just exposed. We only have the spray paint kind, so I'm going to spray it in a little cup and then use Q-tips to apply it to the edges, just so I'm not getting spray paint everywhere. I think that car agrees.
Yeah.
All right, don't breathe that in.
I think the most daunting part of the window install process is over. Jimmy's going around and putting the U-trim along the sharp metal edges of the cuts. These are going to be visible from the inside. Whenever you have the windows put in by the factory, they don't have these U-trims. So Pancake's windows don't have this, but it just makes it look a lot nicer when you're doing like a DIY jigsaw cut. Just gives it like a nice finished automotive looking edge.
Time to use the included primer. Should probably put on my glasses. I'm gonna squirt myself in the face.
Good idea.
Oh my gosh. Oh, now, over here. Good help. Sorry.
Oh, you're right, thank you. Oh, shoot, that does not
Grab
look
the
good.
alcohol.
Alcohol? Okay. I didn't realize how quick it could do that.
Yeah, alcohol gets it.
Okay, good.
Ooh, that was a little scary.
I know.
All other words left my vocabulary other than now.
Now.
Now, get over here, now. Well, there's still plenty of this stuff left. I feel like you could do lots of windows. Okay, maybe like 4. So it comes with a little triangle cut, and I have to make sure when I move the bead, the triangle is what I leave behind.
That looks pretty good. Yeah, that looks good.
That looks good?
Yep.
All
okay.
right.
Okay, still looks good?
Yep. I can't believe we have a second one to do.
That was so scary.
That's scary.
Oh, sorry.
It looks good though.
It does, yeah. Should I let it go?
Yeah, you can let it
Yeah, that looks good. You are doing amazing.
That makes 2 of us.
Aww.
All right, you gonna try it?
I'll try it. Ready?
Yeah.
Is it working?
It's working, yeah. I feel like using 2 hands is like really gonna help.
Yeah, that's so true. Look good.
Yeah. How's the parallelness looking?
Looks pretty stinking parallel.
Really?
Yeah, it looks good. My forearms are too low.
No.
I can't imagine how yours feel.
I think doing this, washing the windows, is a good idea. Because seeing how I got a little bit of urethane on the white part, I can just imagine accidentally getting it on the black part and forgetting about it.
You just put a little bit of alcohol and wipe it off.
Yeah, it gets right up.
It really does.
Alrighty.
Good job. Thanks.
Oh. Alright, it's not very tinted anymore. I think that's what ours do too. We just don't have that many lights on with the windows down.
We obviously lost the sunlight a little bit, but we're gonna leave these overnight and come back out tomorrow and see how they hold up. Not bad, right? I think those look like they could have been done in a factory. They turned out really straight. We've got more windows coming in later in the build, so we will be installing more windows than just these 2, but they already let in so much more light, and I'm really happy with them. If I could go back and tell ourselves yesterday one thing, it would be just accept that your forearms are probably gonna be very, very tired by the end of the caulking process. I really thought that having the 26-in-1 caulking gun was gonna be the thing that makes it really easy, but you still really have to give it a lot of force for, well, not much force, but it's a moderate amount of force for an extended period of time. I'll check the footage and see how long we actually spent on each window caulking it, but you can't stop or you risk having like a break in the sealant. We got a pretty good technique going where Jimmy would just guide the nozzle to make sure that it was going where it was supposed to go, and then I would just apply force with both hands, and that seemed to work pretty well. Is it working?
It's working, yeah.
So I wouldn't have expected it to be a 2-person job, but if you can make it a 2-person job, we found that really helpful. Okay, so this is the panel we cut off of the window yesterday. I drew the van for reference, and I'm gonna show you Jimmy's plan for the roof rack.
So the complete order in which we're gonna install this is bolt first, upside down, then a washer, then the roof, and then on top of that, we'll probably have butyl tape, the rubber washer, just so it's not scraping the whole time while we're driving, and then the channel strut, and then finally, another washer, lock washer, and then a nut on top. The only thing that's not on that list is silicone. We're probably gonna douse the whole thing in silicone to waterproof it up and really try to make sure we don't have a leak. It was a little painful destroying a perfectly good mat, but we decided to cut into the rubber mat that came with the van to make our own hard rubber washers.
We tried to sell the rubber mat that came with our last van. We listed it for sale on like Facebook Marketplace and it didn't sell. So I feel like we can get some good use out of it, not just with the washers, but throughout the build. It could just be nice to have some heavy duty rubber. Also, this is just the stuff for the roof rack, and we'll go over how we're gonna mount the solar to it later in this video. Jimmy's gonna hop up on the roof, and I'm gonna help him while he drills some holes in the van. There's a bee. Oh my God, there's a bee. Woo! It's fine.
Okay, so last time we did our roof rack to support the solar, we bought it from a company. And there are 2 reasons why we're not doing that this time. Number 1 is because the one we bought was like $1,800, and so I think we're gonna try to avoid that this time. And number 2 is because the Super High Roofs do not come with the same tie downs as the smaller high roofs do, which means that the roof rack that you would buy for it doesn't have anything to attach to, so it just wouldn't work out. So we're gonna save some money, do it ourselves, and I think I've compiled a pretty easy DIY way to do this that is pretty much just $70 worth of channel struts. Oh my gosh, all right, it's so bright. I'm putting these back on. All right. Since there are no tie downs, even if we were to buy a fancy, expensive pre-built roof rack, we would have to drill into the top of our van anyway. So we're just gonna do that ourselves, which is probably the worst part about this DIY project, because I really don't like drilling holes in this brand new van, especially on the roof, because leaks are a pain. I feel like you can try and try to avoid them, but somehow you might just get one or two. So keeping that in mind, we're going to try to plug up these new holes as best as we can.
Okay, you ready? Okay.
Born over a fault line, bad teeth and worse habits.
So Jimmy has finished drilling all the holes for the right side of the van, and now that we have exposed bare metal, I'm gonna go around and tape from the bottom so that he can prime it from the top and not shoot a bunch of paint down the holes.
Any semblance of restraint, simple observations.
Hi, kitty. Hi, kitty. Oh my goodness. Okay, you ran into that. That was not me. Friends? No? Kitty, I'm sorry.
Hi, you wanna go and test fit it? All right. I think we'll be cutting it close, but we'll be doing good. I'm gonna put the washer on, okay? It might be kind of tough, but. Alrighty. All right, does that look good? Cool, all right, let's go to the next one. I got it, you can let go. All right, so before we actually finalize the rail, the last thing we need to do is put on these nylon cone strut nuts. These are the special type of nuts that you use for this type of channel strut. And then since I've got a half one, I needed a smaller version of the spring nuts. Goodness. All right, you wanna hold on to that side and help me put them on?
Sure.
Can you reach it, or if not, that's fine.
I can reach it, but if a bee flies up here, I'm gonna die.
I told them all to leave you alone.
Oh, thanks. That's nice.
Yeah.
Are you there?
Yeah. So this is what it looks like so far. We've got the hole that we've made, filled it with silicone, butyl tape, rubber washer, and then after the channel strut, we've got my lock washer and normal washer. And you can kind of see why I had to put the channel nuts on there early, because if I didn't and we screwed it in, then I would not have enough room to slide them in all the way because the bolts would block them. So don't forget that part.
Nice. All right.
All right, well, my eyes are probably completely bloodshot because of the allergies and it's getting late, but we have completed the 2 rails. They are even more secure than I had imagined, which I'm super excited for. So I think we're gonna get some rest, and tomorrow we will work on installing our 4 200-watt solar panels.
It looks really good. I can't see it at all, so.
That's good.
Yeah. Okay, so for the roof, we bought 4 200-watt solar panels. And Jimmy was just doing some measuring.
Making sure we have enough room after we bought 4 of these.
Yeah, what's the return policy?
27.5. So, yeah, that's 31 inches, right? What's 31 times 4?
124.
124?
Uh-oh. We needed it to be 117, right?
Yeah, 120 max.
Uh-oh.
Oopsie. Okay, all right, that's fine. Don't freak out. I can stack them a little bit.
Oh,
Not by
boy.
much.
And I think they're gonna fit, but it's gonna be real tight. They might even have to share mounting points, but I really hope that this works out and that we can fit all 4 of them on the roof, because it would be very, very cool to have 800 watts of solar. You ready?
Yeah, well, almost. One more sweep.
Okay.
Now I'm ready.
Want the good, want the bad, all the feelings. Want you happy and sad in between them. If there's one thing I truly believe in, ordinary love, ordinary love.
There's cat prints on here, like paw prints.
Wait, really?
I think so. I think that's what that is.
If there's one thing I know, there is power in ordinary love, ordinary love. Don't
Oh, that is seriously spot on.
Really? Look at you.
That looks so good. Are you ready for the next one?
I think so.
be holy, holy. I'm not asking for a God, just as long as you show me some ordinary love. So kiss me in the night, tell me that you're mine. Don't need much to believe, doesn't have to be holy, holy. When it's ordinary love, ordinary love, ordinary love.
So we have gotten all the solar panels hooked up. I have them all run in series so that it's adding the voltages together. And I think they're about like 21 volts each or so. So what is that, like 80 something volts? The solar charge controller we bought can handle up to 150. So it'll definitely be able to handle it, but we don't have any of that hooked up right now. So what we do have is our Blue Eddy. Dun da da dun.
Oh,
All right, the lights are coming on.
got something. Okay, it's a cloudy day, so I
Yes.
don't know how much we'll get.
All right, so it looks like it's settling on about 99. See if it'll say 100. 100.
Oh, 100
Oh,
watts.
it went down to 97. All right, so it's about 100 out of our 800 watts total. So that's not too bad considering that it's going to storm later tonight.
Yeah.
So that was pretty good.
That's still way lower than the max. but-
Yeah. Oh, it's 200.
200! Oh my gosh. Oh man, it went back down. It just hit 306.
Really?
Whoa,
Oh,
we're
300.
Oh, 305? Come on.
Go, 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 go. Come on, son.
Oh, come on.
Oh, okay, it's getting brighter.
318, 335! Dude! Is this what sports are like for some people?
Oh, it's actually gonna hit 400.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
400.
50%
Wow.
capacity.
Okay, that's not bad for a cloudy day.
So the plan is now to remove the backup camera cover. We learned too late in our last build that you can actually remove this thing and it has built-in holes that lead to the inside of the van. It was one commenter that let us know about that. If I can find the comment, I'll put them up to give them some credit. But we've been using that technique whenever we add stuff to the roof on our other van, and that is what we're using today. So it's just 2 screws. You unscrew this part, and then there's a little hole that you can just put a pretty big size cable through, Oh my gosh, if I can get this out, I can show you. Oh my, I'll try not to fall.
I'll catch you.
Okay, well you just gotta trust me. It was a big cable. It was one of the MC4 connectors. So, yeah.
Oh, there you go.
That works. I know making the hole on the top is not the most ideal. These are pretty thick cables and I really don't want them to be visible from underneath because I do kind of want to still be stealthy. So I'm going to take the risk, make the hole on the top, and try to hide the cables as much as I can.
We ended up having to recut the hole on the side of the little panel cover just because the wires were kind of too thick to snake around and fit out the top. Jimmy's finishing up putting some silicone on it right now, and then I think we're done with the solar panels until we have the full electrical system done and we can hook them up, which will not be in this video. You got it up there? Am I supposed to be keeping it from moving?
I'm just testing it.
Okay, cool. What, am I supposed to hold it? Okay, that seems more dangerous. Okay, you're good to go. Whoa! Sorry.
No, it's okay.
I mean, that was, yeah, I didn't think that through. Puppies! Okay. What'd you think? Can we get a raise?
Yeah, we're actually building out this whole van for this little cat.
Aww.
He paid us. You're past due, buddy.
Can you imagine, like, this whole place is just a big cat tree?
I think that's what he's imagining right now.
I think so. We'll have the patrons roll over you. Cocky says, thank you, patrons. Okay, we actually gotta, we can't do this all day. Good boy. Hey, rude.